How was this even done? The United States President Donald Trump ended up getting involved and calling FIFA President himself, Gianita Infantino, before the reversal, and he reportedly pushed that they should explain why the red card was issued, and they even handed over additional evidence. And even if you think that Balogun's red card was harsh, a foreign government official calling FIFA to get a ruling changed is exactly the kind of thing that makes competitions look rigged, whether that's in the intention or not. If we look at the play itself, former FIFA rule analysis said that it looked like a subjective bang bang call where it could have gone to a red card or it could have gone to a yellow card. I think it was just where the accident happened with it being on the ankle, it definitely looked a lot rougher. But that also goes in hand with players end up taking a dive or making a play look more exaggerated than what it was, which then can maybe mislead the referees to the severity of how the player is actually injured, or if they are just faking it to be able to have a player removed from the game, because that can change it when it's only 11 to 10 players. Even the United States players' reactions were notably restrictive as Balogun shook the ref's hands after the call, and he said that it was unjustified and that the punishment was rather hard, but he still held his head up high and had his manners, showing that even though that was the call that he might not agree with, it was the call that was made. With the United States being the only national team that is still a host country, still in the tournament, there's definitely a lot of pressure and a lot of expectations that the team has. And for the United States, for this being a round of 16 match, it is going to be one of the most important matches they play all year, and it definitely has a lot of the public really rooting behind this team and hoping that it can go well for them. With both sides having valid points on why he should or should not be playing, it definitely shows that if a red card can get walked back under public and political pressure, is that going to change how every future controversial call is going to get handled, not only for this 2026 World Cup, which has already had its fair share of controversial calls, but for, other FIFA events, or even for events that happen here for the Super Bowl, World Series, Stanley Cup. There's definitely a lot of those political pressures that are definitely feeding on why one thing should happen or why one thing does happen. And my take on this is pretty simple. I don't think that he should have been reinstated. I think it definitely shows that there are challenges that FIFA faces, and it makes their integrity that they have questionable. With me being from the United States, I do not watch soccer that often. So with me being so invested in the 2026 FIFA World Cup and seeing all of these great plays happening and some of the most spectacular comebacks I've seen, especially with Belgium's round of 32 game,